Hi guys, Cynthia here, and today we are planting some garlic. I decided to use the bed that is in the back right side of my garden. This is where I had my tomatoes. Next year, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with my tomatoes, but I'm not going to plant them here because you should always rotate your crops. We have three types of garlic. I have Musik, I have German white, and I have elephant. These are all hardneck garlic. I live in a zone 6A/B in upstate New York. So this garlic does best for me. I did the soft neck garlic once and it just got mushy. As you can see, it's extremely wet. We have extreme winters and a lot of rain. So a lot of the soft neck kind of gets a little nasty. I did go ahead and fill the bed with soil. I used the soil that I had in a container. That is brand new soil that I just used for one season, but I am going to energize it. I have biotone, worm castings, bulb tone, and I do have some cow manure that I will be putting on top of this. You can see that I filled it really high because last year I did the hugel culture, and that basically is when you do like layers of like debris and sticks and things of that nature. And so it probably will be dropping here. It does look like it's about to be midnight, but it's not. Our winters, as you guys know, are going to get really dark really fast. So we're just going to, make sure we get through this. Later, I will be putting a dressing of leaves on the bed. Normally I use straw, but this year I'm going to use leaves. I think it's just better. And then when they blow away in the spring, I will throw some straw down just to make sure that the soil is being, insulated. Um, all right, let's just go through what I have and what we'll be doing. So as I mentioned, I have three different types of garlic. I already started the process by ensuring that I made labels. It is important to make labels so that you do not forget what you have going on. You'll see that I have my biotone right over here. I have some bulb tone, some organic coast of Maine, what is this? Worm castings, and then about a half a bag of this black cow manure. Here's where I have all of my bulbs that I purchased. And I have my Hori. So this is really helpful. You want to plant your garlic 4 to 6 inches apart and 2 to 3 inches deep. And the Hori you can see here has um, a ruler, which is great. I'm going to put this Hori linked below. It is by Black Iron. I don't know. I don't know if that's the company, but I'll put that there. I'm also going to rake everything in with this. This is, oh, I have the tag. Let me grab the tag. I put this in my pocket because I knew that people were going to ask what it is. This is a cultivator and it's made by Barebones. I will also link this below. I have a few of these things, and they're super heavy and sturdy and I really like it. It's also really pretty. You can see it has this copper and really nice. It's just really heavy duty. So I will link all of these things below. So first, let's go ahead and put all the amendments on. I will be using lots of amendments. Garlic are extremely heavy feeders. Therefore, you want to ensure that add some, lots of amendments, not just some, a ton. So you'll see I'm going to use a lot. I know you're probably thinking, wow, Cynthia, that was a lot of bulb tone and all the tones. Yes, it is. As I mentioned, heavy feeders. I think I put about a half a bag, or a little less than half a bag of the bulb tone. And I'm just going to dump all of this cow manure in here. And oh, it's kind of wet. Ew. Okay. Everything's really wet. It's really going to be a difficult mix. I know it's going to be. And that's okay. I'm going to first just spread it out with my hands. Do you guys know what kind of garlic you'll be planting? Are you not doing garlic? We have a lot of wonderful, what is that called? Where you buy food. where gardeners bring their stuff and sell it. We have a lot of those in this area and where I live. And so really, you don't need to garden around here. Oh, farmers markets. I completely forgot that word. Um, but it is something I like to do. And I like having garden scapes or garlic scapes. Oh man, guys, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought to mix it up. It's the manure that's making it tough because it's like in a giant crunchy lump. But that's okay. We're going to work through this. While we're working through this, I do want to mention, I know it's a lot to have an entire bed of garlic, but I will be removing or moving my peppers to the house garden. That bed is a 3 by 6. So I do square foot gardening. I'm looking at about 18 peppers, and I thought this year I would do 9 different types of peppers and 2 of each. So I do have another place. So this bed really is um, free for me because I'm thinking about putting my tomatoes on the trellises. And you guys saw my last video, I have 3 trellises. One is in this bed. Don't know if I'm going to trellis a tomato here because I grew one here last year, but I don't know yet. We'll come up with that plan over the winter. All right, so this looks pretty well mixed to me. I think, I'm sure it's not, but that's okay. It'll have all winter to kind of settle in to the bed. That was hard work, man. That manure was difficult, and I still have kind of chunks, and I'll break them apart with my hands here slowly. So this bed is a 2 by 4. This is the second season, or this 2016 2026 will be its second season here. I like to put my beds in the winter before, kind of like how I did the 2 new ones back there, so that they kind of start the aging process because they're made of cedar. And yeah, just have them acclimate to being out in the wilderness. Okay, so that's pretty good. Now we're going to go ahead and break apart the garlic. And I probably should have done this the day before because it's a process. So I ordered all of my garlic, a half a pound from Stark Brothers. I think I said Burpees earlier. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. You guys let me know. If I did, I'll correct it on the screen when I go ahead and edit. So this is what a half a pound gets you. That's 3 whole cloves. That's pretty good. And you can see for the elephant, they give you a lot. Look at that. That's a ton, I think. So now that everything is, you know what? I'm going to start with the elephant because the elephant is already taken apart. It looks a little bit dry. This did not look like this when I first bought it. I want you guys to see. It looks like it's starting to kind of dry up. But it did not look like this when I first bought it. They all looked beautiful and healthy like this. So this is just a product of being in my dry house. Alrighty. So we're going to do, let's see. We're going to do 4 inches apart. So I'll do like 4 inches from the outside of the bed. Maybe I'll do 2 inches out from the outside of the bed so that I have more room. Because I can't imagine it's going to get that large. But I'm just going to place them for now. Just so that I have an understanding of where it all needs to go. This can go a little there. There we go. And then we'll do 4 inches apart that way. I mean, look at how large this clove is. That is nuts. So I'm just placing them right now. just so that I can kind of get a gauge of how many I can fit in a row. Huh, there's a lot of space on that side. Maybe I'll move this one over just a hair. Just a hair. Just like that. That's good. That's 4 this way. This one looks too rotted. We'll get rid of that. Not rotted, but just dry. And we'll do 4 inches apart that way also. You want to pick the biggest, nicest bulbs. They did that already for me, which is great. Everything looks beautiful. I'm thinking I might put them in a little bit closer because I don't want to make an entire, well, hold on. What do I have? How many do I have left? I guess I can do 3 rows of this. Oops. Here we go. I'm going to lay everything out. And just for funsies, I'm going to do an additional one. This is kind of a small one. Maybe I'll switch that one out. Maybe I'll move this one a little bit over. We'll do 1 row of 5. Just because I don't want to waste. Perfect. I should put my gloves on. Alrighty. So now I'm just going to go ahead, separate all of these. We'll speed that up so you guys don't have to be a victim of watching me do that so slowly. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, so something I want to show you and kind of mention, hard neck is exactly what it is. It's a hard neck. All of the garlic cloves are going to grow around this neck of the garlic. It's going to also produce a scape, which is super tasty. Highly recommend. Okay, so something I wanted to also show you guys, let me just get rid of these necks, is that my German white, I had 3 cloves that were rotted. You never want to plant anything moldy or rotted. You see that? That is so nasty. Don't do that. Now, again, a product of my own environment. I definitely kept them. Oh, I just want to make sure this is okay. You see how it's black? That's making me nervous. So let's check that out. Nope, it's perfectly fine. Okay, good. So, you don't want to plant rotted ones. You don't want to plant, like, if you don't have a lot of space, you know, like, for example, if I have to choose between, sorry about my dirty hands, this clove and this one, it is clear I'm going to pick the bigger one. That is probably going to give you a better chance of a huger head of garlic. So if you don't have the space, I recommend, you know, just picking the best ones. So first, I'm going to leave everything up like that, and then I will plant them in later, or plant them deeper once I lay everything out. I'm putting the tags on the very last row because I know everything this way is going to be elephant, and then everything, you know, from the next tag in is going to be music, and then so on and so forth. So let's put those out. We're going to do the exact same spacing as before. And I think the next round is going to be music for me. And I'm just going to go ahead and just follow the trend that I have been doing here. Because it is already a good guideline for me. And I might do 5 cloves from here on in. That's kind of a small one. We won't plant that one in just yet. Now you have to be careful. A lot of the times you can eat your seed garlic, and what I mean is, here, let me let me fix the camera so you can see what I'm talking about, or see my face while I talk. You could eat your seed garlic, but please go to the website. Some websites tell you not to do that because they use some kind of a pesticide or something to keep them from, I guess, rotting. I did not read that for this particular company, Stark Bros. So they could be totally fine, but you just want to make sure that you are doing your research. I know that I'm not sure if it's burpees or who it is, but I know that there are a few that tell you not to eat your seed garlic. So please do the research first before going ahead and, eating it. If, like, for example, I have 2 left of the Musik, um, and I might put them in once I'm done with the German white. But it looks like I'm going to have a lot of German white. Oops. I'm really excited. Last year's garlic harvest was a flop. I had a lot of them rot out on me. I did plant them though in the barrels, and we had a terrible winter. And so there was a lot of freeze and thaw, and I think that's what did it. They just did not do well. Let's see, how many do I have left? 1, 5. Oh, I have plenty of space. We will be planting them all. Perfect. How exciting, an entire bed of garlic. All of these are going to give me an entire clove, which is great. An entire head, I'm sorry, of garlic, which is quite nice. So, because I have 2 left, we'll go ahead and just put those on the end. And I have 2 of these, so I'll go ahead and find a space for them here, like close by. Maybe I'll do that instead. Yes, I like that idea. And then I will do these 2. This is going to be my diary. Those 2 will be Musik. So please remember that for next year, guys. Or, you know what? I'll do this. Boom. And that's where my German white start. Perfect. That clearly makes sense to me. Let me know if that makes sense to you, that these are all Musik, including these 2, and then my German white are here. And you know what I'm going to do, to be honest? I think I'm going to get my pen, my garden marker, and put, 3 rows and 3 cloves, and then, 3 rows and 2 cloves, and then over here I'll do 3 rows. Like on the back of the tag. I think that's a great idea. Okay, let's start planting them in. Again, you want to do 2 to 3 inches deep. That's too deep. Let's just make sure that's good. Perfect. And because it's so fluffy, I can probably just push them down. And we're gonna push them down. Actually, that one seemed a little bit harder to push, and I don't want to ruin any of my bulbs. My favorite thing about planting garlic is that it's almost like a set it and forget it, which I love. It is probably my favorite thing to plant. And then when you see it growing, it's just like so it's so exciting. I was like, wait, that seems too far. It was. Oh, and another thing, I don't think I mentioned, you want to plant your garlic pointy side up, kind of like a bulb, um, just like a bulb, not kind of. It's exactly a bulb. I don't think I mentioned that. I mean, we've been talking for quite some time. I completely forgot to tell you guys how to plant it. Look at how big this this one is huge. Oh, I'm so excited, you guys. Fingers crossed that My garlic does well this year, unlike last year. Last row. We're getting there, guys. We had snow the other day. It was such a nightmare. But now it's just freezing rain, and I'm certain we will get snow again. But I'm glad that the soil is still workable, and I am able to plant my garlic. And I was concerned when we got snow this week that I was like, uh-oh. I wasn't sure if it was going to make it, but I'm glad that it's now just rain, cold rain, but rain and not snow. Alrighty. So I will be doing, I think my next video, I will be uh, mulching all of my beds with leaf mulch. And that's when we will come back around and make sure that these have some coverage over the winter time. In the meantime, however, I will be throwing just a tad bit more dirt on top. I just want to make sure that this bed is full to the top. And because of my paranoia, until I go ahead and mulch this, I will be putting just a little hardneck stalk just where all of my little signs are, just to make sure that I don't lose them right away. Alrighty. I feel good. I might go ahead and take some of the straw off of these beds here and throw it on that bed. That's exactly what I'm going to do just right now until I get the leaves situated. So let's go ahead and do that. You know what? I'm really glad I did that. It looks not half bad. The only problem is that I realized that while taking the straw off of these beds, that they were covered in, what are those called? Marigolds. And I saw a bunch of seed heads that I just threw on here. And you know what? That's okay. I think marigolds and garlic will look good together. So we'll see how that goes. I'm actually kind of excited about that. Kind of thinking, should I just toss and make this an entire marigold and garlic bed? That might not be so bad. Um, anyway, that is going to be it for this video. I think I'm really happy with the progress. I'm so grateful that I went ahead and got this done because it just needed it. And now I realize that I left that terracotta pot out. That needs to come in. So that'll be what we do tomorrow. It's getting really late and really dark. I'm sure you guys can see that. Okay, guys, I am going to leave the video here. I'm really glad that we got the garlic planted. I wasn't sure if that was going to happen because of how terrible the weather has been, but I'm glad we got it done. Anywho, let me know what kind of garlic that you guys are, planting if you are having any garlic at your house. And guys, anytime I look at empty beds, I like dream. Are you guys like that? I'm sure you are. If you like the video, please like it. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to have you. And remember, if you didn't get it done today, there is always tomorrow. Thanks for watching.